Have you ever seen something like this? This is just a simple X-ray scanning of someone's hand. Now, usually, if I was a doctor and let's say you are a patient, maybe I'd be able to explain to you like this part of your bone is broken and in 6 to 8 weeks it'll be healed. See, bones are simple, but brains not so much. Brains can get so confusing and so complex that sometimes it's even difficult for the neurosurgeon themselves to comprehend. That's why I created NeuroMind AI. NeuroMind AI's goal is to simplify what's going on in the patient's brain and help understand what's going on to the patient, the surgeon, and the patient's family. So here's a quick video that I made explaining how NeuroMind actually works in real time. And mind you, this is just a website. I hope to make it an actual app as well. So what it is, I asked ChatGPT create a simple prompt for me to feed my AI, which it did. It gave a great analysis, um, and then it also gave a confidence score. So it was 95%. Like it felt like it was 95% accurate, and it also shared some possible risks. Now, usually with my AI model, I will have next steps, but I can't quite do next steps yet because AI is not allowed to give medical advice, such as go see the doctor or something. Now see, as you can see over here, we have text. My goal to have was files. So that feature is not working yet, and I plan to continue working on that. But the ideal goal of NeuroMind is to just paste a file of an actual image, and then it can directly scan the image itself. Afterwards, I just asked ChatGPT to grade the content and see what it was like. So as we saw, most of the information was pretty accurate, which was pretty good because I only gave roughly 25 to 30 scans so far. And let's say if I give it hundreds or even thousands of scans, then it can easily say, okay, this is this, and categorize everything super fast. So overall, with more data scannings and more information being put into the database, the better. So here are the three major steps for NeuroMind. The first step is for the doctor themselves. So as we can see on the picture on the very left, let's say a doctor is just scanning and just taking a look at some MRI scannings and CT scannings, fMRI scannings, and they want to kind of understand a bit more. Is there any like key information that I'm missing, or just wants to get an overall summary? Then that's when they can use NeuroMind. In the middle of the picture that we see, usually a neurologist will have to explain directly to the patient and the patient's family what's going on in the brain. And sometimes that can get very complex and difficult because a patient will not always understand such medical terms that a neurosurgeon would. So that's why when NeuroMind AI is giving an explanation, it gives a simple explanation so even a simple patient can understand and get to know what's going on in the brain more accurately. And lastly is for pre-scanning. So have you ever gone to like a dentist like every like maybe 6 months, right? Every 4 months, 6 months, it changes. But with NeuroMind, what you can do is you can get maybe a simple MRI scanning every year and put that into NeuroMind and see if there's any possible like any possible issues with the brain. So sometimes there could be like cancer that's developing, and that kind of things. Now the problem with always doing pre-scanning is you don't know, for example, if someone's gonna get a concussion or something like that. So you cannot predict such things. So overall, NeuroMind AI is good for the patient's family, and the doctor. Thank you. Now I also that would be roughly my end of my presentation, but I was also wondering if I should include this last slide here and talk about this. For now, I've skipped it. But maybe I don't know if it's good to like conclude like that. And also, I have before I had NeuroMind like as my first slide. It was like this, and it was slightly different with clip art image. It was not clip art, but it was like a tech image. So please let me know if like I know Thip you saw that one, so please let me know if